Do do do. Hello, hello. Welcome to Monday Mojo. It's Olivia here with LaDonna of Home Sweet Home Treasures. So, hello to all of you. Hope you're having a fabulous start to the week. Let us know how you're doing. Please type it in the comments. Let us know where you're watching from and how you're doing today. So, LaDonna, did you have an amazing weekend?
Had amazing weekend. Spent quality time with the family, and I just love that time. So, how is your Monday mojo so far, Olivia?
Well, I thought we would wear matching shirts today.
Sorry.
And look at my beautiful new shirt.
Yay! I
Yay!
wore mine last week, and you wore yours this week. That's awesome.
So it's official. I'm in
Yes,
Home Sweet Home Treasures.
that's
I
right.
love this shirt. They did a fantastic job, your local company that customized it. So I'm loving
Yes,
it. So this is
yes,
my outfit of the day.
that's right. And it matches your pink glasses.
Well, I know that you're the pink lady, so I have to represent.
That's right. That's right.
Awesome. So if you're just tuning in, welcome to all of you. Oh my gosh, today is Monday, September 19, 2022. Lots of world events happening today. Hopefully you got to see, the Queen's, ceremony and all that and paying your respects. And stay tuned because we're going to get into all about September. I think LaDonna's got some great themes planned today, all about September. And, tell us what is your outfit of the day. So, what will you do to uplift your mood through your colors, through your dress? And LaDonna, what are you wearing today?
Well, I have a what I would call a large collared top. And I love this collar because it lays flat easily and it still has my eyelet trim, which I love the eyelet trims. And it's ruffled around the edges, and I just love that. And it looks so fashionista, button down. It has these nice flowing sleeves that tie, and I love that because it's comfy, and I love comfort. And it's just a cream color with like little dark blue tweeted dots, and I just love that. It's simple, but gives you a flattering look, upscale look.
Hopefully by now you understand LaDonna's style. She loves soft, she loves eyelet, she loves lace.
Yes.
Everything in that order. So,
Yes. I'm kind of, it's kind of like throws you back to the 50s and 60s sometimes, how, Beaver Cleaver's mom
mhm.
or Barbara Bush, that kind of look sometimes. I don't know. It's weird. I'm a weirdo. It's there it is. A professional weirdo. So,
All weirdos unite.
yeah,
I
that's
think it's
right. That's right.
I think that's perfectly fine. All right, shall we get into it with your Monday Mojo topic today?
Yes.
All right, away we go. Here he is. All right, LaDonna, here we go. So talk to us about, what you've got here.
Okay, so September is so full. It is amazing how many things has happened in September, going to happen in September. September is a very busy month historically and in today's world. We just did Labor Day. We did 10 top decor thoughts on how to decor each room of your house, how to organize. Sherwin-Williams colors that are expected in 2023 already. I mean, Love a Foodie was an awesome episode. If you missed that, please go back. Spices and tea, and mine just came in. I have not even opened the box yet. I'm so excited to dig in and start utilizing my spices. There's a lot of tragedy that has happened over the years in September. The World War II started originally, not in the US, but originally started in the month of September. We had September 11th. The Queen has died in September, in September. I mean, there's a lot, but, on this show, we don't like to talk about tragedies so much. We want to talk about uplifting, happy, get that mojo going, but we can't forget and not respect our past either.
I think we
So,
reframe it. We do acknowledge, right, those tragedies and et cetera, but we reframe that to think about the lessons and the tribute that we can give. I mean, what an amazing legacy the Queen has had
yes,
for her
yes,
lifetime, right? And
right,
I mean, I've watched footage of people lining up just to get a glimpse of her
right.
lying in state, and that was pretty remarkable. And yeah, historical
So,
moment. We are living
yes,
in historical times.
yeah. So September has over time has been a very, very busy month, but we want to continue to learn from our past, learn, and hopefully not redo some of the stuff that we've done in the past that has been tragic. So we want to always tell you what is going on, what has happened, so that we remind ourselves. We want to do a dedication to what's going on and in our past. So September's name, my head just exploded with this one. Inaccurate. And then I put this up there. I have no idea what you're talking about. I had no idea September was not accurate. Did you, Olivia?
No, I thought you were referring to maybe a root word of September, meaning it was inaccurate.
No, no. So do
No?
we have the next slide going into that? Oh my gosh, my head exploded. There it is. It's exploding. So September was originally the 7th month of the ancient Roman calendar. I had no idea. They did not teach me that in school, or that must have been a day I had to stay at home and do the dishes or something. I don't know. But in the named septum, which translate into the 7th month. So they couldn't change that, but it did change to the 9th month in 451 BC. January and February was added to the calendar, making September the 9th month. I had no idea September used to be our 7th month. Did you?
That is mind blowing. Wow. Okay, so the root word septem, right, does mean the number seven. So it should be
Yes.
the 7th month. Huh.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
It's interesting. And instead, it's our 9th month.
Yes. So you wonder, why didn't they just put January and February at the end of the year? Or you wonder, why didn't they just rename September? I mean, you just wonder,
So can you
what was
imagine?
the reasons behind this?
So July is usually our 7th month, right? So let's go through the calendar months. So January, February, March, April, May, June, September,
Yeah.
August, October, no, August, July, October,
I
November.
mean,
It doesn't have a ring.
no, it does not have a ring. So maybe that's why. I don't know. But
I
you
think
have to wonder why, why. But why
maybe,
did they even add it? I mean,
yeah.
who knows? Maybe we will learn that.
I think it's because it doesn't have a ring. Because if you notice, all the final quarter months, September, October, November, December, they have the
Right.
burr
Hey,
to help.
good thoughts. Good thinking. Hmm. Who knows? Hey, if you know, please comment and let us know. So, and then Olivia, where did September go? It seems like September 1st was yesterday.
I know it just seemed like yesterday we were doing a Labor Day special episode, and
Exactly. I mean, does it not to you? It just seems like it has. We're over halfway done with September already. It's It's amazing. SpongeBob said it. You
And
know.
what do you have to look forward to? I know you've been really busy this month. What do you have on the horizon, LaDonna?
You know, I think we need to reflect back on our past a little bit, like we said, and we need to think about what are we going to do in our future, short term and long term, and not to forget about thankful thoughts, but also think about what do we need to be doing? What do we want to do? What makes us happy? What do we have to look forward to? So that's where we are going from this slide on, Olivia. Happy thoughts about our future and get
Well,
it
I
in
want
order. Make a plan. Without a plan, what do you have? And
well, I
if
was
your
going to give
plan
you
fails, it's okay. Pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and let's go. Let's move on. Lessons learned.
lessons learned, indeed. So I want to give you a big shout out because we've got a Monday Mojo surprise coming up soon. We'll both be published in the Cinderella monologues with Mila Johansson. So that is on the horizon. So that's what we've been really diligently working on all month long to get our stories published and talk about reflecting on the past and
Yes.
you leaving a legacy story for now your daughters and your grandkids.
Yes, absolutely. And again, you don't want to give too much to your past sometimes, but you do have to reflect. Oh. Did you know, Olivia, that September is when the most babies are born? Again, no idea. Had no idea. I learned something new every time I tune in to Monday Mojo.
I think
It's
this is
amazing.
related to school too, maybe just having, the child born in September, so then they'll be ready for school and school enrollment.
I guess so, because September is the month where most babies are born. No idea. I had no idea. Did you know before today?
Nope.
Okay, so now, we talk about sometimes bucket lists, vision boards. What are the differences? Well, a vision board, and I will tell you honestly, Olivia, I had never put together a vision board until now.
Really? You've never done one? Well, you've done
I
one
have
on
never, I've heard of it over and over. Friends of mine have done it. But I have never really done one. I have been involved in doing them, but overseeing others do them, but I had never really put one together.
and
So
look,
I did.
this is a digital one. This is your first
Yes,
digital
which makes
vision
it
board.
so much easier than cutting out from magazines and stuff, folks. You really have no reason not to. So you can see in the corner of all my growing little family, husband and I, our two daughters, our three grandsons, and our granddaughter, and my favorite and only son-in-law. There you go. I want to spend lots of time with them as always, because that is what my true passion is all about. A vision board is short term items, things, plans that you want to do short term within between now and maybe 6 weeks, 8 weeks. Okay. A bucket list is a long term. These are short terms. So I want to make more friends. I want to talk to more friends. That's for business and just talk to more friends. I want to communicate and network with more friends for my business. I want to become a best-selling author. I've never done that. This is going to be my first time. And I have 3 more coming right up after that I've already started. So I'm really on a roll here. Always wanted to do it, but never have done it. So here I go. So you see the little deer eating its salad bowl I want to eat better. I want to eat better. We should all want to do something for ourselves. That is all about me eating better so I will feel better. You know, our business wise, our YouTube page hit our 1,000 plus followers. So my next step, subscribers, excuse me, you know, some sites are followers, others are subscribers, but YouTube is subscribers. My next step is 4,000. It's a huge leap over the next 8 weeks, but I am striving for it. I am going to strive to make that 4,000 within the next 8 weeks. So I hope that gives you a great idea about a vision board. I also have these flowers on there that are smiling. I want to smile more. I have my logo on there for my business with the earth. I want to do more for my environment, my earth, my landfills, littering, you know, anything I can do, plant an extra tree. You know, I love my earth, and you don't get another chance. You don't go get to buy a new environment when you've already spoiled the one that you have. So keep that in mind. So there's my vision board for the next 8 weeks. Maybe we'll do this again in 8 weeks and see what we've accomplished. Who knows?
A completed vision board. Oh, I like that.
Yes, that was just a brainstorm that came. Flames shooting out of my head.
Monday Mojo brainstorm. So
yes.
You dropped a little Easter egg there. You've got 3 other books that you're doing after Cinderella.
Yes.
Oh
I've
my
started jotting down, you know, little notes, what I want to do with each book. Started, you know, putting the little blurbs in and going back and hopefully get that one that we are getting ready to publish and grow upon it, you know, to become its own book. So I've always wanted to be an author, from children's books on about my past, you know, health-wise, what I go through, and hopefully I can get that done.
Amazing. Good for you, LaDonna. That's awesome. Even I didn't know that until today.
Yes, so. That is just, you know, another what I would like to accomplish in the next 8 weeks. Maybe I won't be able to do it all, but I'm going to strive for it.
Wonderful. Well, if I may, I put together a vision board as well, too. So I'd like to share it with everyone. All right. So this is what I came up with. A little bit different than LaDonna's. So when I approached a vision board, I looked at it as a wheel of life. So we've got all these different segments of our life pertaining to career, family and home, spiritual and ethical, social, cultural, physical health, mental, and educational. So for each of those items, I just put a little picture, you know, to help me attract what it is I want to have. So at the very top, you know, this career that I'm building, I'm just imagining that, you know, money falls from the sky and just money flows. So I just love this picture so much. So instead of having stacks of money, because that's what you normally see, right, when you do a search image, I just love this image that like money was just free flowing. And then, and it's infinite, right? It's like as vast as the sky and it's infinite. Then when it comes to family and home, like my husband and I were really working hard on the garden, more so and then I'm just tagging along. But I would love to have a bountiful garden. I think there's just something magical about growing your own food in a way and living off of your own land, right? So this is something that we've never been able to do before because we lived in an apartment, but now we have our first house and we have the backyard space for it. And then spiritual and ethical, I mean, I love this picture. I think about how, you know, I can shine a light, right? I can shine a light on others. I can spotlight others. I can be a source of inspiration for others as well. And, you know, keep people in my prayers. So this is important for me to have like a prayer list, right? And just to jot down names of people I'm thinking of and sending out love to them. Then for social and cultural, I've always wanted to plan a retreat So this, I love this picture. It's like open woods, wilderness with some friends here. Um, yeah, so you always want to be a best-selling author. I've always wanted to plan a retreat. I see retreats happening again, right? So people are opening things up, planning retreats, just 3-day getaways locally. And I think they're so fun. I think there's something magical that happens there as well too. So I'd love to like plan my own sort of Olivia retreat somewhere in like Costa Rica. For physical and health, this is me. So it's pretty small, but let me see if I can zoom in. But I really love yoga. And so I've got here, I would love to practice more yoga. And this is a yoga block and it actually says, "You got this." I thought that was a funny picture. And then for mental and educational, like I really would love to complete another degree program. So I'm in one right now, and it's more certification for humor. I'm going to be a certified humor professional. And this is actually like a long-term vision because this program is for 3 years, but that's on the horizon. And then I think I would love to go back and get my master's, like maybe like my master's in fine arts. So that is something that I would like to work towards too. So there you have it, my vision board.
I love that. Now, in your garden, have you been able to grab things out of it yet for
Yes,
dinner?
we have.
Awesome. Now, what kind of things are you growing?
So, I mean, more than we can keep up with because it's my husband and I. I mean, so we have been growing cucumbers, okra, and lots of different like Asian veggies. I just call them Asian veggies because we like to have like a spring mix with most of our food. My most favorite that I have been growing is called this June plum. It's super crispy and sour, and I love it so much. And the cool thing is that not only can you eat the fruit, we can also eat the leaves. It has this like tangy, citrusy flavor. So I chew on the leaves as well too.
Oh, that's awesome. Now, a reminder, Olivia lives in Florida.
Oh yeah.
I live in Texas. So this year, most of everything just burned up. Everything I could not move inside has just burned up because we had such a powerful heat wave that nothing, I mean, my flowers, even my cactuses had a hard time, but they are still out there. But everything else pretty much burned up. But usually I have a few tomatoes and my rosemary and, things like that. But I don't have a true garden, just a few things here and there. But I did not get any tomatoes this year because I put them in the ground and couldn't move them inside. But yes, I love fresh veggies and fruit.
No, I do too. I do too. So yeah, so maybe in next week's episode, I'll bring some on air.
There you go. There you go. Awesome.
You know, when I
Awesome.
was when I was making this, I didn't realize, the distinction you made about how a vision board is more kind of like short term and a bucket list is more long term. I think for me
Yes.
on here, I've always thought vision board is like things you wanted to manifest. And so I think I've got short and long term all combined in this one.
And you know what? That's okay because it's your board. We practice that. You do you, because we're all different. But we have to reflect back on this maybe in 8 weeks and see what we've done, where we're at on our vision. Yes, I
Absolutely.
love it. And I've never really seen this wheel. I like it.
Yeah,
I
it's really cool. So there's this concept called the Wheel of Life, and I can drop a link into the chat too for everyone to use. But it's you can either print it out and color in kind of like on a scale of 1 to 10, like your rate of satisfaction of where you are for this particular segment of your life, or you can even do digitally, virtual, and it will just generate a map for you. So maybe that's something we can do on Thursday and
Yes,
share it.
I love this because yes, I've never seen it and I love it. And like you said, it could be short term or long term this way. And again, it's all about your plan. If you haven't written down your plan somewhere or digitally or manually, it doesn't matter. Cut out pictures, write it down, put it on a spreadsheet, put it in your Google Sheets, your Excel files, whatever you do, just do it because once you imprint it in your brain, you're more to prompt to do it than just thinking about it. because thinking about it doesn't get anything done. It's your reaction to what you think about. And so many times, Olivia and I have discussed this. Some people talk a big talk, but they never do their talk. So I can sit here and talk about everything I want to do. If I don't start, it's all about start it. Start. Just do it. Just start. So here we are, bucket list. And it is like a bunch of letters you just throw out. And, you could alphabetize it and do it, make a game out of it. Just, again, all of us think differently and on different levels I think completely different than Olivia thinks. And that's what makes us a great team and makes us stronger and makes us more viable because we put it all together. So bucket list is more of a long term is what they say. It's like what you want to do before you get married, what you want to do before you graduate college, what you want to get done before you die. So many times that's how you hear bucket list. Oh, I want to do this before, I go to swim with the fish, fly with the angels, whatever your thoughts are. But make your bucket list. Again, jot it down on a marker board, on digitally. Don't just talk about it. Do it. Start it. You have to get busy with it. So yes. And we came up with a top 10, which I was really, really surprised in the order it was in. So we're going to start with number 10 and move up to number 1 on our next slide, because I think it will amaze a lot of you. And then others, you'll say, no, that's the way I always thought it would be.
Excellent. Yeah. And LaDonna, you gave a great tip just now. Even I had not thought about that, but make a list from A to Z of all your bucket list items. And I think this term came about because it's all the things you can do before you kick the bucket.
Yes.
So, but how fun would that be? Because now that got me jazzed up. So I think next time we need to do our own A to Z list. Like just write it out.
Yes, our bucket list, because we did not do that this time. We did the board, but we didn't do bucket list. So next week on Mojo, we will do a bucket list. So start putting your bucket list together to share with us. So this is not my bucket list. This is not Olivia's bucket list. Some of it may pertain to that, but the number 10 on the bucket list is go skydiving. Any skydiving, like indoor, outdoor, whatever it may be, skydive. And you're going to see skydive come a little later because they went over skydiving inside and outside. That was the number 10 on the list. Buy a house was number 9. Now, see, on my bucket list when I was younger, that was one of my top bucket lists, not my 9th bucket list. But hey, it's different from generation to generation, from brain to brain, from personality to personality. Who knows? Run a marathon. I have never, ever wanted to run a marathon, never do want to run a marathon. It's never even been on any of my list. Sorry, I don't like to run. Never have, even when I was younger. I played sports. Never liked to run. I used to get in trouble all the time at gym in high school because I was in volleyball, but I hated running. And I'm sorry, but in every sport you have to run. So I was that runner that, last. Go scuba diving. Now that is something I've always wanted to go do that I've never done. I've just never done it. I snorkel and I love to snorkel, but I've never been to the classes to scuba dive. Get married. That was on my top list, like number 1 or 2, not down at the bottom or halfway through. Swim with the dolphins. I did want to do that, and I have done that, and it is amazing. Well, swim the dolphin. I haven't swam on the dolphin, but the dolphins were there when we went to Hawaii one year, and we, you know. Um, go on a cruise. Sometimes I think I want to go on a cruise, but it kind of scares me. My daughters went on a cruise, took the kids. They loved it. One of my daughters want to go back and take the kids again. And again, I keep saying, oh, I want to go. No, I don't want to go. It's one of those things that kind of scare me. It's not like, oh my gosh, I don't like this. I want to, go home. Can't do that when you're on a cruise. I guess it's not having any control, maybe. I don't know. Get a tattoo. I've thought about it, but that just sounds so painful. Now, again, my daughters all have tattoos, but that's just not something, it scares me. I think it will hurt. Even though I've had 2 children, you would think a tattoo wouldn't be scary after you have a child, but it is. And then the other reverse of skydiving is either indoor or outdoor. And then the number 1 is see the Northern Lights. I've never even thought about that. Isn't that strange? Am I just strange, Olivia? Have you ever thought about going and seeing the Northern Lights?
That is definitely my bucket list item. It's beautiful. If you see all those pictures,
I've never even thought of it. But now that I've looked at it, you're right. It does look beautiful. So now I may have to put that on my bucket list. But I want to tell you the number 1 thing. Now, I have bought a house. I have bought houses. I have swum with the dolphins. I've gotten married to my high school sweetheart, going on our 40th year of marriage. And so a lot of this stuff that I've wanted to do, I've done, thankfully. But I want to I want to visit every state in the U.S. and I have accomplished way over half, but there's still some northern areas I have not seen and I want to go. And that has been on my number 1 bucket list for a long while. And we are trying to accomplish that. And, there's a lot of different areas other than that I would like to visit as well. I would love to go to China. I've never been to China. I've never been to Japan. I've never been to London. I've been to Germany. I've spent 3.5 years there. My oldest daughter was born there. But there's still a few outer edges I would like to see, but the entire U.S. for sure. So what is your number 1 or 2, Olivia?
I think travel. Yeah, so definitely travel. I've not been to Japan or China either. Maybe we'll go together, LaDonna.
There we go.
And see the Northern Lights. I'd love. So I'm actually pretty proud of myself because I've checked mark off many of these items already. So I've done indoor skydiving, and that was sort of like my training wheels for the actual real diving that I'll do later. My husband and I bought our first house just last year, and we're married. I haven't gone scuba diving, but I've come close to snorkeling.
I love snorkeling. Love it.
And then I didn't swim with dolphins per se, but I've been on the boats. We've gone dolphin watching and whale watching. And as far as I haven't been on a cruise, but it's definitely on my list to go on an Alaskan cruise. I would love to go on Alaskan or Norwegian cruise. Yeah.
Yes.
That'd be so fun. And let's see, what's another bucket list?
Do you have a tattoo?
Not yet, but I have been considering one.
My daughters wants me to go and get a mom and daughter, tattoo, maybe like a little rose or something like that. And I'm like, oh, it sounds so scary.
Like a little family emblem. Yeah, like a family emblem. That's really popular. So that's the where the idea comes from. My brother and I want to get a tattoo, like a sibling tattoo. That's a thing. So I was like, okay,
Right.
so I will look into it. So this is a fantastic list. And I think, another bucket list item would be for me, I would love to go on a safari. Yes, an African safari.
We were talking about that last night when I was at my oldest daughter's house having dinner. We were talking about that. Yes. A safari, watching the zebras run next to you, not like at the zoo, not like a drive through thing. I want to be on, a Jeep, and I want it to be right next to me. And I just, wouldn't that be awesome?
And I already have a contact. So I already know the person I would book this safari with. So this is Safari K. So I'm going to have her maybe talk to us on the show. So Safari
Yes, that would
K,
be
we would love
awesome.
to have you a guest to help us fulfill. Because the first part of, vision board and bucket list is to manifest it, right? Like we got to go through that process of like manifesting, talking about it. I love the fact that you're at the dinner table talking out loud with your daughters, right? Like it's a whole part of like activating that dream. So,
Yes.
but yeah,
Because, as you and your husband, if you choose or when you choose to expand your family, it'll be like, for us anyway, it's like when we talk about going somewhere, we always talk about going together. We don't always go together. Like my daughters took my grandkids all together on a cruise. Dad and I stayed at home because we just haven't gotten there yet to that point where we trust. It shouldn't be a trust issue. I guess it's a control issue. You can't just get off if you don't like it, or, if you get sick, or I don't know. So, do you have a plan? Have you executed your plan? What are you waiting for? Again, you talk to so many people that say, I want to do this. I'm going to do this. I want to do this. I'm going to do this. And then you check back with them. It can even be a short term thing like walk to the mailbox. Stop talking about it. Go do it. Now, some of the bigger things you have to plan. I mean, really plan. But there's so many people out there, even for the short term, little bitty things that people don't get up and execute it. And what I mean by executing it is doing it. What are you waiting for? Do it. Just do it. Like Nike says. That's right, Nike. Call me and Olivia. We're ready to advertise for you. Just do it. Get up and do it. You want to paint a wall? What are you waiting on? Go get the paint and paintbrush and paint the wall. Simple, right? But for some, next month, they still haven't painted that wall. Next year, they haven't painted that wall. The next decade, they still haven't painted the wall. So just do it. Are you one of those people that procrastinates, Olivia? I know the answer to this. No, Olivia does not. She plans it and she reacts, right?
there are some things I do procrastinate on because I feel that it has to be so perfect. But I've done some coaching on this, with a fantastic mentor, Talia, and it's because I'm waiting for it to be so perfect that I never get around to doing it. So that's been like my kind of procrastination issue. But I love what you're saying, LaDonna, about how we really need to act on these things, right? Like there's energy that will help us propel us forward if we truly want something. And so I am going to put this up there, but we have a shout out to Safari K. So Safari K, if you're watching this, we would love to have you on because you are the person, the go-to person planning African tours, African safari excursions. And so we're going to, it's something LaDonna I want to do. We're going to talk to her. We're going to get her information, like, what to do, how to plan it, right? So that way, we can get this done.
That would be awesome because, I would have no idea how to plan. Even though I want to do it, doesn't mean I know how to do it, how to get that first step going. But amazing to have that expertise and have that contact ready so that when I can, at least I can start planning it. Even if it's not this week, this month, this year, I can start planning and getting the footprints down of how to get there, because I would not know how to plan it. I mean, do you have to have certain shots? Do you have to, about how much money are we talking? Are there certain clothing we need? What to look for and get ready for.
Right. So in the act of thinking and talking about that, I think helps us get us closer.
Yes.
Taking out, cutting up pictures of safaris Or, oh,
Yes.
digital vision board, LaDonna.
Yeah, and there's different kind of safaris, you know. If you go to different areas, there's different kind of safaris. You know, I would even like to see the buffalo roam. You know, you hear about the buffalo roam, but I've never really seen them. I mean, yes, I've seen them at the zoo and you know, things like that, but really going out and just seeing a herd of them going, you know, wouldn't that be beautiful just seeing that? But, you know, where do you go to see that? What time of the day? You know, again, when you can't be expertise in everything. And I want to hit on one thing that Olivia said, waiting on the perfect time, waiting to be perfect. There is no one out there perfect. So all of you thinking you're perfect, you're really not. Because there are no perfection. Even though we do a wonderful job, a great job, there's nothing perfected out there yet. And you know what? When there is, humans would probably be extinct. It would probably be all robots. I don't know. Just a theory to think about. But if we're waiting for a perfect time, a perfect you, will there really be a perfect time? Will there really be a perfect you? And when you put these plans together, know that they're not all going to be done when you think they're going to be done, and they're not all going to happen the way you think they're going to happen. We were just talking about this earlier. It seems like we always have a technical difficulty of some kind, but you know what? You work through it. Olivia and I work through it, and it's a-okay because it's just life.
Exactly. So I was having technical issues, and you know, we reached out to tech support. They said it'll be an hour. So instead of like just, you know, wasting that hour, LaDonna's like, okay, I'll do something else while I wait. It's like, okay.
And then all of a sudden I hear Olivia in the background. I'm like, yay! You know?
Like a miracle, right? So
I had technical
absolutely.
difficulties with LinkedIn over the weekend. Woke up this morning within 2 minutes. You know, yay, LinkedIn. You were so quick once I figured out, you know, react. I had to react though, because if I would have waited, it may not have happened, but I just kept reacting, you know, so
Responding. You were responding
responding.
to what
Yes.
they
Yes.
needed. Yeah. You didn't
Yes.
jump to like frustration reacting in that manner, but you just responded to what they're prompting because there was a security issue, and like they're looking out for us, right? End of the day, they're looking out, and so we just got to follow through with their prompts.
It was very frustrating to me. I will not lie. It was very frustrating, and it's very scary when you rely on something like Facebook or LinkedIn and Restream and Twitter and all the platforms. And that is how I make my money. That's how Olivia makes her money. So it's like if you worked at the water company and they shut their doors today, how scary would that be? Well, when LinkedIn shut my doors, it was scary. It was frightening and it really upset me. But I responded to their email. Once I figured out it was down, I went to check my emails and there was already an email waiting. They wanted, you know, but it was all to my benefit because they wanted to take care of me. But I didn't like it. But I just, you know, did everything they told me to do. And here we are. We have, you know, it's fixed. It's work. And it wasn't broken. They did it. I did what they wanted and now it's working. Again, I responded.
Yes, you did. Awesome. So hopefully you've enjoyed our Monday Mojo conversation, talking about just breathing through technical difficulties, and then also just being inspired about putting together your vision board, your bucket list. And LaDonna has shown us that you can do a digital one, you know, so why deal with the paper cuts and why deal with glue?
You
And it's
really have no reason not to make one. You don't have to go buy magazines. You don't have to go find the scissors. You don't have to get glue. You don't have to make your own glue. You don't have to make a mess. Just get on there and do it. It doesn't matter how it looks. Like mine look completely different than Olivia's. Yours may look completely different than ours. Don't worry about how it looks. Just make sense for yourself. That's it.
Exactly. All right. So now towards the end of our show, oh my gosh, the time flies by. Talk about September flying by. This show just flies by.
Really does.
So now it's time for favorite items reveal. This is the moment you've all been waiting for. So here we go. We've got a fantastic display available for you. So here we go.
Look at this remarkable display. Lots of items, jewelry. Oh my gosh, look at this. I married this set. It's a necklace and bangle. The necklace has some gold tone beads, blue beads, and some almost like sparkling brown beads. And if you hold them in the light, they're almost a red bead. And then this bangle if you can see, has a sparkle. It's almost like a snake skin look. And it is brown. It matches those brown beads almost perfectly. And I married this set together. It will be sewed together. Just unboxed this and disinfected it. These are remarkable. The beautiful set, and matches so many different things: whites, browns, blues. Really nice. Look at that. Look at the sparkle. And you can see that it's several strands of beads, and it has a clasp on it that you can make it shorter as a choker if you want to, or make it longer in different lengths of according to your neckline of your top or dress that you're wearing. Beautiful beads though, different colors. Look at that see-through blue. See the glittering snake skin look, Olivia, on that? Beautiful. Look at those. And they're almost like translucent beads. See how well that matches? Absolutely gorgeous together. I love how we can marry things together with our jewelry pieces and our clothing. Here is a brand new with tag cup mug for your coffee or tea. It is insulated. Look at that. It is glass. Look at all the heels, the perfume bottle that looks like a pair of boots. Women always do things on their feet. My favorite mug and decor box. Look at that. Women always land on their feet. Look at that beautiful box. So after you unbox it and you use your mug, you can use the box for something else. Give it away as a gift, put another gift inside, or just use it for a decor piece in your bathroom or bedroom. It would look so cute to hide your jewelry pieces or your cash. I love it when I unbox something and it still has the tag on it. And then if it has a beautiful box, it's like, icing on the cake. Look at this married set. This is a stretch bracelet. It has the cross. Look at that silver tone, and it also has the faux pearl beads. It is a stretch bracelet. It looks like we may be frozen there, Olivia. Oh, there we go. See the faux pearl beads? And then I put another stretch bracelet with it that matches perfectly with the black beads. Look at that. Both stretch was as easy on and off. And now I put another bangle with it. It is a silver tone bangle that goes, or bracelet that just clips right on your wrist. So it is a set of 3. Matches perfectly. The silver tone in black with the cross bracelet. Love those 3. All right. Look at that. Married set. Here is a vintage cup and saucer. Look how beautiful. This is hand painted. Beautiful pink flower, purplish color with all the green. And I love how they did the background in that bronzy gold color. There's the saucer. They both have the gold trim around the edges and the handle of the cup. Perfect for your tea or coffee. Beautiful. Now this is a vintage set. See the gold trim? Love it. And it is from Fairway from Japan. I love that teacup. Even if I wouldn't use it, I would love it for decor. So many people, collect teacup and saucers. And I've said this before, but when my granddaughter was younger, we used to have lots and lots of tea parties. All right. I hope that you fell in love with this display and found something you just couldn't live without. Olivia, what was your favorite?
That mug. I got to have that mug.
When I was unboxing, I thought, this looks like an Olivia thing. Yes.
That is such an Olivia thing because number one, I love shoes. And number two, I love that quote, women land on their feet. That's beautiful.
Yes. Beautiful. All right.
So now you're all waiting for that code word. So here we go. The code word for today is, you guessed it, plan. So plan. So you can use this code word and you get free shipping. Oh my gosh. So free shipping. And this is an incredible savings. And it's valid for you all tonight, Monday night through Tuesday, midnight Central Standard Time. So please shop away and use your code word plan for free shipping. And by the way, if you want to win additional free shipping, we are running a contest. It's our September participation contest. So if you're watching this and you comment and you like and you reshare this post, for every activity, every comment, your name gets entered into the September drawing.
And our cup is getting full of participants.
Look at that. And so we'll be selecting 2 winners end of this month for additional free shipping. So stay tuned for that.
Get ready to do all your holiday shopping.
Excellent. And so we run the show twice a week. We've got Monday Mojo to help you set off your week on a good note. And then we come back on Thursday just to check in with you, to say hello and kind of take you down memory lane, which is funny. I don't know if you know this, LaDonna, but I actually live on memory lane. That's my street name. So I love the show that we have on Throwback Thursday, where we can reminisce back through time and you can share with us some more fun trivia and history facts.
Perfect.
And you'll want to stay tuned for Thursday's episode as well of Throwback Thursday this week, because we have a special guest, Celeste Martin, who's going to be joining us.
It's going to be an exciting show.
It truly
will be.
Don't miss out. So we're going to play a little clip for you to end the show, and we'll see you all next time. Have a fabulous week. All right, LaDonna, great show. So, okay, we did it. Awesome.
Still recording.
Oh, we're still recording?